The man was terrified to discover his neighbor was going to kill his wife. He saw the two arguing, and then the neighbor secretly prepared a knife and a saw. He watched the neighbor's actions uneasily, but he unknowingly fell asleep. He was awakened by thunder. Jeffrey noticed it was raining heavily outside. The couple across the street who liked to sleep on the balcony hurried inside. Jeffrey laughed at their clumsiness. Suddenly, he saw the neighbor who had argued earlier carrying a large box out the door. He was puzzled, because it was already 2 in the morning. 40 minutes later, he saw the neighbor rushing back home. Soon after, the neighbor left again carrying the box. A bad feeling settled in his heart. Jeffrey stayed alert and kept watching. Sure enough, he saw the neighbor leave once more. He wanted to keep watching, but the sound of rain made him fall asleep without realizing it. So he did not see the neighbor supporting a woman dressed in black out of the house. The next day, the neighborhood was lively as usual. The dancing neighbor was practicing early in the morning. The woman who disliked going downstairs walked her dog in a hanging basket. Everything seemed normal. Jeffrey told the caregiver about what he saw last night. He shared his suspicions. The caregiver laughed and said he was overthinking. But Jeffrey saw the neighbor wiping the box from last night. This made both Jeffrey and the caregiver suspicious. Jeffrey took out professional equipment to examine carefully. He noticed the neighbor was often cautiously watching around. More importantly, the neighbor's wife was missing. Jeffrey's mind was full of doubts. That night, his girlfriend Mary came to visit. He kept talking about the situation. Jeffrey's attitude made Mary angry. At that moment, the neighbor returned carrying a bundle of rope. Jeffrey instinctively picked up his binoculars, but Mary stopped him. She thought spying was wrong. Mary wanted to convince Jeffrey not to mind other people's business. Suddenly, Mary looked at the neighbor's house in horror. The neighbor was tying a large box with the rope. The box was big enough to fit a person. Mary thought of Jeffrey's suspicion that the neighbor was killing his wife. At that moment, she started to suspect as well. The next day, Jeffrey called his detective friend Jack. He asked Jack to help investigate. The neighbor had the big box moved out. The caregiver wanted to follow and check the situation, but she was too slow. Soon, Detective Jack arrived. He found that at 6 in the morning on the rainy day, the apartment manager saw the neighbor leaving with his wife. They went to the train station. It was said he sent his wife home to recuperate, but Jeffrey still held on to his suspicions. He thought the neighbor's behavior was too suspicious. He asked the detective to search the neighbor's home, but searching someone's home without cause is illegal. The detective thought Jeffrey's behavior was very wrong. Jeffrey swore to find evidence. After long surveillance, Jeffrey finally saw the neighbor come home from work, but he saw the neighbor start packing right away. Was he going to run away? Then he saw a woman's bag. It contained many pieces of jewelry, including the wife's wedding ring. Mary was even more certain of the neighbor's guilt than Jeffrey, because if a woman is going far away, she definitely wouldn't forget her bag and jewelry.